Aiden, are you ready for some breaking news? I think Trump was just indicted.
For real.
For real. The unprecedented case against Trump will have wide ranging implications. The Manhattan grand jury voted to indict Trump on Thursday for his role. Oh my God, this again. For his role in paying hush money to a porn star, according to four people with knowledge of the matter. A historic development that will shake up the 2024 presidential race and forever mark him as the nation's first former president to face criminal charges. Oh my God, the Dems are going
Um,
to love this.
okay, well,
Uh,
it's a misdemeanor.
okay.
So, I mean, now it could be upgraded to a felony. It's
It says the felony indictment
oh, they
feel,
did upgrade
filed
it
under
to a
seal
felony.
by
Oh
the
shit.
Manhattan District Attorney's Office will likely be announced in the coming days. By then, prosecutors working for the district attorney, Alvin L. Bragg, will have asked Mr. Trump to surrender and face arraignment on charges that remain unknown for now. Mr. Trump
I'm
has,
pressing X to doubt on this. They've been doing this for a month.
yeah, Mr. Trump has for decades avoided criminal charges despite persistent scrutiny and repeated investigations, creating an aura of legal invincibility that the vote to indict now threatens to puncture. His actions surrounding his, and this is what they want to get him for. His 2020 electoral defeat are now the focus of a separate federal investigation. Jesus. And a Georgia prosecutor is in the final stages of an investigation into Mr. Trump's attempts to reverse the election results in that state. Man, unlike the investigations that arose from his time in the White House, this case is built around a tawdry episode that predates Mr. Trump's presidency. The reality star turned presidential candidate who shocked the political establishment by winning the White House now faces a reckoning for hush money payment that buried a sex scandal in the final days of the 2016 campaign. Mr. Trump has consistently denied all wrongdoing and attacked Mr. Bragg, a Democrat, accusing him of leading a politically motivated prosecution. He has denied any affair with the porn star Stormy Daniels, who had been looking to sell her story of a tryst with Mr. Trump during the campaign. Here's what else you need to know. Mr. Bragg and his lawyers will likely attempt to negotiate Mr. Trump's surrender. If he agrees, it will raise the prospect of a former president with the Secret Service in tow being photographed and fingerprinted in the bowels of a New York State
Wait,
courthouse.
how are you going to hold him in a jail? Because he has to be, by law, it is a federal law that the president must be surrounded by Secret Service at all times. How are you going to put him? I know that the Democrats are salivating at this idea, but it's prima facie absurdist. The other thing that's, I think I figured it out, someone in the chat said this as well, and I talked about this last night on my stream, is that the reason they upgraded to a felony is because the statute of limitations for the misdemeanor is, I think, only 3 years. So they've upgraded
Right.
to a felony literally only so they can try
Only.
and still get him on this. And
Ugh.
it paid her to shut up. She didn't shut up.
Yeah.
I played on the stream last night as well the great appearance of Dick Masterson on Dr.
I
Phil,
like
where
him. He's so funny.
he's hilarious, where he said, prostitution and alimony are the same thing. You're paying for the whore to leave. So
That's great. That's a great joke. Damn. Maybe the Secret Service have to be in jail too? I don't know. The
I guess
prosecution.
they're gonna dress them all up in orange jumpies and have them all
Yeah.
hang around, I guess.
Sounds like fun. Yeah, they'll all look like Hooters waitresses. Okay, the prosecution's star witness is Michael D. Cohen, Mr. Trump's former fixer. I thought they rendered him kind of, I don't know, because didn't the other guy testify and it made Cohen look
Well, Cohen is the
like
one
a
who did
bad
it.
witness?
It's his lawyer who did this, and so there's arguable, you know, uh, deniability that he didn't even know it was happening.
Right. Mr. Cohen said that Mr. Trump directed him to buy Ms. Daniels' silence and that Mr. Trump and his family business, the Trump Organization, helped to cover the whole thing up. The company's internal records falsely identified the reimbursements as legal expenses, which helped conceal the purpose of the payments. Although the specific charges remain unknown, Mr. Bragg's prosecutors have zeroed in on the hush money payment and the false records that created by Mr. Trump's company. A conviction is not a sure thing. An attempt
Oh
to
no
combine,
shit! Sorry, New York
well,
Times.
this
Way
is
way to hedge that one.
the New York Times, an attempt to combine a charge relating to the false records with an election violation relating to the payment to because they don't want to acknowledge the election shenanigans that have been going on for decades. Why would they want somebody to shine a light on that?
Well, not only is it like again they're upgrading it to felony just so that they can try and slip this through on what is a misdemeanor. Um, it's not even really a misdemeanor. It's extremely common. So Stormy Daniels signed an NDA with Trump that she wouldn't talk about their tryst, as the article calls it, which she's now said they never even had sex. So I don't even know. obviously she's not trustworthy. That's clear. So, for whatever happened between them, she signed an NDA, and Trump's lawyer paid her for it. That's not hush money. You chose to sign the NDA. In my opinion, at least, I don't think that's hush money. It's not that she was just paid and then sent on her way. She signed a legal document that she then broke and violated.
Yeah. Well, this is like New York Times. So they're of
Right.
course writing. They're writing what certain people want to hear. Um, the vote to indict, the product of nearly a 5-year investigation, kicks off a new and volatile phase in Mr. Trump's post-president. Because you would read this as a Democrat or somebody in the legacy news, you'd be like, "Oh, that's it, he's done." Like you'll just like
Uh-huh.
lap this up. All the broadcasts tonight are gonna be wild.
Oh, of course. But I mean, they've been doing this though. They've been trying to catch him on anything
Anything.
for 6 years, and it's not stuck. The whole thing about this is, in my opinion, it is just it's journalistic pornography for the left,
Yeah,
right?
it really is.
This is just they just go, oh yeah, arrest him, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
He will be fingerprinted. He will be
Any day.
photographed. He
And
may
just
even be handcuffed.
whoa! I can't wait to see a picture of it. Did you? I mean, I'm sure you saw this a couple weeks ago or like a week or two ago, when the AI images of Trump being arrested went all over
Yeah.
Twitter, and the left was just again they were salivating. They were jerking off on these obviously AI'd images because you can't look at the hands. If you look at the hands for more than 1 second, and it's all wonky looking. But they didn't. It was report on it now because it makes us feel good. It gives me a positive emotional feedback rather than think about it. And the other thing about this is that if they do this, and I think that's probably there are some people in the Democrat establishment who have like an above room temperature IQ and have maybe consulted with some social scientists to tell them, do not do this. If you do this, he will win in 2024. It is without a question because it will create that thing, psychological reactance. It will tell the entire world, you can't vote for Trump. He's a criminal. It will show the entire world that this is what they
Wow.
will do. They will turn him into a martyr in a way that they've already tried. I mean, they raided Mar-a-Lago. You want to
Right.
double down?
Yeah,
You give him
meanwhile, Biden had how many classified documents in how many different places?
Ukraine. But let's not talk about that one. Which is weirdly we only sent them $100 billion.
It's very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, bizarre.
It's crazy. Yeah, you're right because to me this just looks like, oh, they're just trying to get him for him daring to run and win as president. To me
That's
that's what
it.
it's all about. They're still
Yep.
so fucking pissed he won, and they're like, let's just make him a criminal because we still can't believe he fucking won and was president for 4 years.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, Chrissy. I think that's exactly it. They're furious that he won, and it's all about revenge and payback. It's very petty and childish, but I think that's it. He wasn't supposed to. He was a DC outsider. He's not part of the political class. How dare he? How dare you
How
come in and
dare you.
interrupt our beautiful ivory tower?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8 years of Obama, 8 years of Hillary. What
Ugh,
was their plan for after Hillary? Big Mike? Or was their
I have
plan
no
for
idea.
Biden? I don't know if their plan was ever for Biden.
No, I think Biden was a desperation pool because people loved Obama. I don't know why
Yeah.
they did because I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of drone striking kids. Trump did that once too, though. He did do some drone strikes and then he stopped immediately, which was because he listened to his supporters who said,
Yeah.
"Stop doing that. Don't ever do that again." And then he didn't do it again. Um, you
Wow.
know,
So you just think this is all gonna be good for him, whether he's actually
there's
arrested
no
or
legal
not.
basis for this. There's no legit. I'm not a lawyer. Hashtag not a lawyer. But my vague understanding of the legal system, as much as it is that this is a misdemeanor. They're trying to upgrade it to a felony really desperately just to get over the statute of limitations. And if they go through with it, I think it's all posturing, honestly, because I don't think they want to go through with this because, like I said, if they do, it martyrs him
Mhm.
and it
Wow.
will invigorate his base to a way they've not been in many years.
Yeah, because then it will be a focus on, like, it'll be a refocus on, like, yeah, establishment versus not the establishment. Like, if
Yep.
even if you hate Trump, you still don't think of him largely as part of the establishment. Like there's some people that will be like, oh yeah, it was compromised. Oh, like, I don't know. I feel like it was more the people around him
Right.
were slowing him down.
And it would make a big sign to the American people that if the establishment, such as it is, dislikes you for any reason, they can bend and break the law to destroy you. And I don't think the average American is very fond of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
apparently this is just in. Trump put out a statement. This is political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history. He put out a statement today. Wow. From the time I came down the golden escalator at Trump Tower, and even before I was sworn in as your president of the United States, the radical left Democrats, oops, it went away. The radical left Democrats, the enemy of the hardworking men and women of this country, have engaged in a witch hunt to destroy the Make America Great Again movement. You remember, just like I do, Russia, 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 the Mueller hoax, Ukraine, 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 impeachment hoax 1, impeachment hoax 2, the illegal and unconstitutional Mar-a-Lago raid, and now this. The Democrats have lied, cheated, and stolen in their obsession with the trying to get Trump, but now they've done the unthinkable, indicting a completely innocent person in the act of blatant election helping.
I see that word.
Never before in our nation's history has this been done. Democrats have cheated countless times over the decades, including spying on my campaign. Yep, but weaponizing our justice system to punish a political opponent who just so happens to be a president of the United States and by far the leading Republican candidate for president has never happened before, ever. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, who was handpicked and funded by George Soros, is a disgrace. Rather than stopping the unprecedented crime wave taking over New York City, he's doing Joe Biden's dirty work, ignoring the murders and burglaries and assaults he should be focused on. This is how Bragg spends his time. I believe this witch hunt will backfire massively on Joe Biden. The American people realize exactly what the radical left Democrats are doing here. Everyone can see it. So our movement and our party, you can really hear his voice too when you read this. Our movement and our party,
His random
United.
capitalization of things also, I think, helps.
I love it. It's like you're getting a text from him.
Yes,
United
exactly.
and strong. We'll first defeat Alvin Bragg, then we will defeat Joe Biden. We're going to throw every last one of these crooked Democrats out of office so we can make America great again. Oh wow. Maybe he's happy this is happening. Maybe he can use this to his advantage.
Well,
I don't know.
like
I
I
wonder how
said,
he feels.
if they do in fact arrest him, he will win in 2024. I don't think it's a question. I'm not saying that because I'm a political scientist. I'm saying that because I'm a social scientist, and it will make him into a martyr. It will make people feel pity for him, and it will make people afraid that if they don't vote for him, then they could be put in jail next, as January 6th stuff has already illustrated.
EHAF, thanks for the super chat. Oh no, a criminal in the White House. How will we ever survive? We have no idea how to deal with a criminal politician in power. That's true. That will be a new
Well, the
thing.
French didn't figure out any way of dealing with that.
Johnny mumbles, Trump is so gangster, he'll put his mugshot on a t-shirt and sell it in his merch store. I would buy that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna maximize it. Good for him. I hope he does make merch. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right, love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.